Woo-hoo, we're here. Hey, everybody, say hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, thanks, everybody, for joining us. Look at all the folks that we recognize here. Motorcycle Mom, she is welcome, first of all, Motorcycle Mom to start, but look at all that. She is much better than us in responding, guys. We need to change this up. Look at that. Howdy, folks. Geared Ravens in the house. Peaks 1800. Mr. Nelson, our guest last week, was on. We'll just give everybody a second and then we'll get rolling. Everybody have cocktails?
We do.
Cocktails?
Yep.
Somebody suggested before we get going that we should not, that we consider not having drinks while we do this. So what do you all think?
I think we should think about that, maybe.
Okay.
There's my answer.
It'd be hard to talk without it, though.
I guess that's a no.
That would be a big fat no.
Big fat no. All righty. Hey, let's yeah, blacktop. Dumb idea.
Dumb idea.
Yeah, but hey, I wanted to bring it up. That will never happen. So hey, just wanted to say good evening, happy Sunday to everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'll be your host today. I'm up, and Mr. HDR is the note taker today. So you may have to type a little slower so he can catch it all.
Nice.
Jack, you're supposed to laugh. There we go. Hey, we want to start by doing some introductions and just who you are, what do you ride, where you from, and important stuff like that. So if we can start with Motorcycle Mama, welcome, and tell us about you.
Well, my name is Jackie, and I live in Northeast Oklahoma, and I ride a Harley Davidson Softail Slim S 2016. I've been riding for 4 years now. I usually like to ride back roads and stuff like that, but I would love to take some longer trips by myself.
Awesome, thanks. Broncoride, how about
I
you?
guess it's me since
Your mug's up there?
got my big old screen right in front of me. My name is Colin. I go by Broncoride, and I ride a 2017 Harley Davidson Street Glide Special, and love it. I love that bike. Who do we want to go to, Nick? Jack.
Hey, guys. My name is HDR. I go by Harley Day Rider. Some people refer to me as Jack, but not many. I ride a 2018 Road Glide Ultra. Absolutely love the bike, and do a lot of back road riding and a lot of long touring. So that is my story.
Awesome. And my name is Bodine52. I live in the beautiful state of Michigan, and I have a 2018 Ultra Limited named Big Mama and a 2000 Road King Classic by the name of Duke. So welcome to everybody. I did leave in the description all the folks' links, so make sure you get to check out their channel because there's some quality folks. And again, appreciate Motorcycle Mama being here and joining us. She's prettying up the place, that's for sure. So before we get started now, if you listen to anything, this is important. We might have a contest, and we might not, but we may. So the contest is, at some point, you're going to learn something about one of the four of us that we're going to ask you towards the end. And if you get the answer and you're the first one, there's probably a prize in there for you. So just wanted to kick that off. So, all right, you guys ready? All right. Let the questions begin, folks, if you will, in the comment section. We'd appreciate that. And Motorcycle Mom, we're going to start with you. Tell us about your favorite part of riding, whether it's a certain road, a certain place, time of the year, who you're with. What's your favorite?
I love riding in the evenings. That's my favorite time of the day because the weather's cooler, there's less traffic. So like a nice spring ride or even the summertime because it's cooler, just riding in the evenings. Back roads are always nice, but I like to hop on the highway to get to another back road. So that's always fun. And I enjoy riding with my husband. We have a good time together. So it just makes me feel good to have him with me.
Awesome. How about you, Colin?
Evenings, kind of similar to Jackie. I mean, I love riding either early in the morning or in the evenings. Honestly, I just like getting out on the bike. I mean, the best way to describe it is it. You ever see that movie Jerry Maguire? You complete me. That's how the bike makes me feel. Like completes me, gets me out there, and it centers me when I'm riding. So I could ride anywhere, man, and it's just I enjoy it. So I prefer going in the mountains, but there's not a lot of mountains by me, so I just take a lot of backcountry roads. But
wow. When you said you complete me, I thought that was our conversation, but now you're talking about the bike.
I forgot we were live.
Oh yeah. All right. How about you, Jack?
Mine is pretty much my favorite riding time is with Mrs. HDR. We have a great time out riding together. We find some great destinations to go visit. And if not with her, I mean, riding in the mornings more than the evenings, less than riding home from work.
Awesome. For me, I would tell you, I think the same way. As many times I like being out on the road with music myself. I think riding with Mrs. Bodine is probably one of my favorite things. We got to do that this weekend, and I personally believe when you get to ride with your spouse, whether they're on the bike or like Jackie riding with her husband and separately, I think it helps you spend more time together and connect a little bit more. But that's me. So. All right. My second question, do you, and by the way, this happened to me over the weekend multiple times, do you give the biker wave? If there's a passenger on the bike, should they, right? And is there some sort of protocol? And are there certain bikes that don't get a wave? Like, I don't know. What do you think, Jackie?
I do give the biker wave. When I was a passenger, I would give the wave also. So I think that they should be giving it, especially if the driver is busy clutching or something like that and is unable to. The passenger should definitely be watching and giving the wave. I don't know about who I wouldn't wave at. I want to say, it's going to sound so mean. Scooters. That's so rude. I'm sorry. No, I should wave at them too, but that's about the only one I think I wouldn't wave at.
Bob Nelson just put in the comments, heck, I waved to scooters, but I'm with you. That's where I crossed the line, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was just rude.
I did have somebody wave at me from their car when I was out yesterday, which I thought was kind of cool. So how about you, Broncoride?
Yeah, I waved to everybody. I tried to, unless, if there's like, the worst is like when your hand, I think Jackie just mentioned it, like you're clutching. So like, hey, try to nod my head or do an elbow and then it's evolved instead of sticking your hand out. You guys are getting to like the finger lift. It's like when you've got your clutch, you just lift your finger up, or do you actually stick your whole hand out? Because normally it varies, but I usually wave to every single person I can.
Okay, good.
What do you think, Jack?
I think it's funny with the wave because I start riding. You guys know I ride all winter long, and you see that guy get his bike out the first time. One thing he forgets that he should wave, or maybe he doesn't realize. But the thing about the wave, and I've talked about this on so many of my different videos, is nobody knows the proper wave. So I've seen guys like this, like, hi, like little, oh, what you doing? Like bunny ears, or, it's 2 fingers down beside your bike for a Harley Davidson, and it's a whole hand down for any other brand of motorcycle. So just remember that. And the reason they started the wave was to say it was all clear up ahead, if you knew that or not.
Wow. Where did you learn that?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
I've studied it, and so many people just get it wrong. But when somebody does this to me, I don't even wave.
I mean, that's a little extreme.
That's the rules. I mean,
but you should wave. You should wave the scooters because those are future motorcycle riders. That's somebody that just couldn't afford a bike and they're trying. So
yeah. Well, I think it was Dad and Man made a comment on one of my videos. What do they do? Because they ride on the other side of the road.
Oh yeah, I've seen that video. Yep.
How do you can't do that? I'm with you. I wave at everybody. Mrs. Bodine does the same thing. You know what? I'm with you, Jack. I think it's 2 down or maybe 2 across, but it's never or no. Folks, please stop doing that. So next time you're going to do this, think about us talking about this and just consider not doing that, will you? Because I give the little peace sign Randy Ride said. So, all right, great. All right, we're going to do a little thing different before we start with the questions. I'm sure HDR's got them all written down by now. We're going to do a little rapid fire, a little bit different than we have done before. So I'm going to ask 20 questions, and each of us can give a one-word answer. Ooh. So if you can think of anything that you want us to ask when we get done that we don't go over, we'll be glad to do that. So you guys ready for rapid fire? All right. Motorcycle Mama, we're going to start with you. Will Jackie swear before the end of the hour?
No.
Yes.
Jack?
No.
Oh, hell yeah, she's going to swear. Come on. We'll see, right?
We'll
Prove me wrong.
All right. Are cruisers cool or not? Jackie?
Yes.
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 No, only because I ride one. Yeah, that's cool, right? Beer or wine?
Beer.
Come on, beer.
Beer.
Beer. That's why we all hang out together. We think alike, right? Okay, wash the bike or just ride the damn thing?
Just ride the darn thing.
Oh, look at you. It won't last. Have
She's
a drink.
so polite.
Both.
I
You're going to wash it when you get back, or but it's not that important. I'd rather ride.
I ride. I wash it about 3 times a year.
Yeah, I'm the same, but I also say at some point, wash the bike. Come on, you spend a lot of money on it, right? Dog or cat? This says a lot. Dog or cat?
Dog.
Dog.
Cat, because I can travel anytime I want to, not have to worry about it.
Dog, and I have a cat. If you want it, just send me a note in the comment section. I'll ship it off to you.
A postpaid envelope.
Comes with food, everything else, right? So, Gear Raven said she's going to mail Jackie $5 if she makes it without cussing. So,
what am I going to have to mail her?
You're going to have to mail her. I got it. Okay. Heel toe shifter, good or bad?
Bad.
Bad. They suck.
Excellent. Wouldn't ride a motorcycle without it.
Ridiculous. I can't believe we're friends, HDR. They're bad.
That's because you guys you have to be able to why do you want to take your foot? I ruined too many boots with my toes under that stupid heel shifter.
But because it feels cooler, and I have a size 13 boot, so a heel
you don't have to feel cool when you are like I am cool. We're just seeing the Fawns today, and I said I can relate to that. He rode a motorcycle, and so do I. And he had a heel shifter.
Okay, all right. Medium or well done?
Medium.
I like my cows brown and red.
That's not one of the two. Come on, dude. Play along.
Medium.
Burn them until they're dead.
Again, one word answers. All right, medium. All right. Trailer, bike, or not?
No.
No.
Never, ever.
Nope. Not unless you have to. And I'm not sure when you have to. Movies, theater, or at home?
Home.
Home.
I don't know if there's ever going to be people in theaters again, right? All right. Keep the questions coming if you can think of some in our rapid fire. Ride in the rain or stay home?
Stay at home.
Stay at home unless I really have to.
Ride.
Well, you ride in the winter, right, Jack?
You said one word answers, so now I'm just giving you one word. Ride.
I appreciate it. I say ride. All right. Number 11, live in sin or get married? Come on, can't be all bike related.
I like this. Who's Road Glide said he's seen me trailer? My bike has never been on a trailer, ever. Just throwing that out there.
Wow. We hit our
Don't piss
nerve
us
there,
off in the comments.
I may pull my trailer to your house and just leave it in front and take a picture when you come out one day and post it. So
yeah.
All right. Live in sin or get married, Jackie?
Get married.
Okay.
Sin.
Whatever feels right.
What? What does that mean?
What? I know people living in sin planning on getting married. Is that okay?
I say Mrs. Bodine's downstairs, so it's sin. All right. Twisties or countryside?
Countryside.
Both.
Countryside.
I say countryside too. I say countryside too. So, and I think there was a comment in there from Randy that said walk or moped. Ooh.
Walk.
Ugh. Walk.
Walk.
Walk. Sorry, Randy.
That's fine.
If you have a moped. Riding boots or shoes?
Boots.
Boots.
Shoes or boots?
Again, we prepped for this one-word answer thing. You can't have both. Which one?
Well, today I rode in tennis shoes, but normally I ride in boots. It all depends if I feel like lacing them up.
Okay. All right.
Jack's being a little combative tonight.
He is.
No, I'm tired of this road glide guys. Like you and Bob trailered your bikes. Actually, if you watch the videos, Bob trailered his motorcycle with his neighbor to Florida.
I did.
I did not go.
I did do that. I have a picture of Jack's bike in my trailer too. I'll get that out to everybody.
You're gonna be throwing it down with this guy. We're gonna be out there finding him and duking it
No,
out.
he's a good guy. He's busting our chops. So, okay, group ride or alone?
Alone.
Ooh, both, but I probably more alone.
Alone.
Alone, no doubt. Chocolate or vanilla is important.
Chocolate.
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan.
I'm diverse.
Ay.
Wow.
HDR?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. I go with chocolate too. All right. Phone out on your bike, yes or no?
Yes.
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 I say yes until you watch my video Tuesday night where my iPhone went flying. So it may change to a no real quick.
Get a better mount.
It was on my Road King, which was the problem. So, all right, getting a little personal. You ready, Jackie? Tattoo, yes or no?
Yes.
I'm a virgin.
Man up, Colin.
No.
HDR.
No.
Yes, I have a tattoo. Okay. Channel stalker. Yes or no? Jackie?
I don't think I have a stalker.
No?
No.
Okay.
I don't think. No.
What
Don't start.
What about the person that was here 3 weeks ago, Bronco?
Is she in the chat? I haven't looked.
That talked
I've been
about
watching for her.
that talked
I
about how
haven't seen
sexy you were.
Has she showed up yet?
No.
Okay, if she showed up, then we know the answer.
I'm not going to leave any joke because I gave you too much of a hard time last week. I'm glad your mom's not able to get on this week. So, Jack, how about you?
Nobody that matters.
Nobody that matters?
No.
Wow. Okay.
The 500.
Oh, look.
She's there. Blue Bike Girl. Welcome. We are glad you are here. She's in the house.
Oh my.
All right.
Outstanding.
And no, by the way, this is anonymous. This is not the opportunity for you to choose to start stalking Jackie. That is not right. That is not what we are talking about here, right? So,
I don't mind. I'm okay with that one.
okay. All
I'll
right.
take it.
For me, channel stalker, maybe. Not quite sure yet. All right. Two more. And then we'll go see if Jack had anybody else ask some questions around that. Ride with music or not?
Yes.
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 Yes, when I'm not vlogging. All right, and the last one, and this is the most important one, gang. You ready? This is really good. Is Bodine 52 awesome?
Yes.
What?
Yes, Bob.
Maybe.
Hey, Jack, I had that delete remove from stream button. Just
You
FYI.
can mute him.
Yes, I think Bodine 52 is pretty awesome myself. So, all right, thank you for playing the rapid fire 20. So now let's just move over if we can. Yeah, what about Samantha? That's a good point. We've Samantha, but Samantha stalks everybody, so that doesn't count, right? So,
Not
all right,
me.
not you. Well,
No.
she will now probably.
She's not into girls. She's into guys.
It is a guy. It's a 450-pound guy living in his mom's basement, dressed with panties on, wishing he was some girl.
The next question is, what time did HDR start drinking today?
Well,
This is my first beer.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
All right, HDR, fire some questions. What's came out of the group? What say everybody?
First question, we'll go with Jackie. Your favorite destinations on the bike?
Well, there's not really a place as much as I'd like to go to, like an area, like a camping area that has some cabins or something like that, because it would be a bit from our house, just to go with Mister and spend the weekend in a cabin and make our way back home. I don't know if that's really a destination, though. Sorry.
Okay, well, that's good.
No, that's a good place.
Absolutely.
Bronco.
I prefer going, probably my favorite, there's two tops, but I've talked about this before. The New England area was outstanding. I saw Orvis on here. He was up there. It was Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, Adirondacks was great. And my second, Smokies. But honestly, the closest one to me is about 2.5 hours away, and that's Blue Ridge Parkway. And I plan on trying to get up there next month. Just take like 8-10 hour day and just go up there and then come back home.
Nice.
Awesome.
Bodie.
I think our ride in West Virginia was pretty cool. I love that. I think that's a great place to ride. Last year I was down in Florida when it was winter in Pittsburgh. So that was my favorite place for a while, but I'm looking forward to the mountains too that Colin was talking about.
Yeah.
So how about you, Jack?
I think mine was when we went down to Cherokee, North Carolina. Then we went down a road to Tell the Dragon. And I know a lot of guys will say there's better roads than that. But when you're new to an area, you know what happens when you go anywhere? You come home and like, did you see this? Did you see that? It's like, we missed so much. So I want to go back.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. So now we'll throw it back to Jackie again. Here's the next question. Favorite riding distances, I guess, short or long haul?
I prefer long.
Okay.
I like doing kind of long trips too, but even like just to get out on the bike, it's short too, just to, do a quick rip around some side roads or back roads, which is great. But ultimately I love doing the long rides and meeting up with people. It's a blast.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I much prefer being away for, 3, 4, 5 days or more riding. I know HDR, you do a week or two every year with the wife. So I would just love to do that where, you don't got to be back to work or back home for anything. So.
Yeah. And that's the bad thing. I recommend to people out there. I am fortunate to still be working. And I know a lot of you folks are too, but be careful when you take a new job, negotiate your vacation time. I took a new job, and when he said 2 weeks, I thought, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna take a 10-day trip. But then we took a 7, and it was probably one of the worst motorcycle trips ever. It was nice to be with Mrs. HDR and get out, but we were rushed. We only got to the tip of Maine and had to turn around. I was like, got to get home. It's ridiculous. You have to have 12. You have to have at least 12 days on the road.
All right.
So just be careful with that.
That guy left a comment on my video earlier today. He's upset because my father-in-law put my mother-in-law's cat down, and he didn't think that was funny, but I still think it's freaking hilarious. So get over yourself, Nick. It's hilarious.
Put your cat gown on?
He put my mother-in-law's cat down because she said the next time that cat has to go to the vet that it was going to get put down.
Oh, okay.
Then she came and said the cat needs to go to the vet. So he put the cat down. Come to find out, it just needed its shots.
Well, he got a final shot.
So it was, I think it's hilarious. Nick's all got his panties in a wad about it, but whatever, Nick. Just don't watch the video.
So when I chose to highlight the first question I thought was about your mic, it was really about a cat.
Yeah, it's about a cat. He's just upset. It's all right. Go make your own videos, Nick.
Yeah, but now the cat gets a final shot and it won't get hurt anymore.
It was an old cat. It was hilarious. My mother-in-law laughs about it. She thinks it's freaking hilarious that he killed her cat, So,
well,
sorry, Bob.
No, I'm glad you're here.
I'm sure we got cat activists on the channel.
Oh, I'm sure he prefers cats and would probably support abortion is probably his stance on it. So, but I won't say anything else because I'm not supposed to cuss today. So, next question.
I didn't know cats had abortion.
Hey, I said on that rapid fire you would cuss, so it's okay.
Can we just get that through real quick or not?
Just say it. Then you're gonna win a prize, right? What did the Geared Raven said that she was gonna pay you?
$5.
$5. All right. What else you have there, HDR?
Back to Jackie. Do you name your motorcycle, and why do you name it?
Oh, good question.
Yes, I do, because I name all my vehicles. It's just something I've always done.
Okay.
I do, but I never talk about it. I don't think I've ever even brought it up on a video. Alexa from the Amazon app, because I always wish that I could talk to it and it would actually do something. Here in the background, as soon as I said Alexa, now it's going off.
Mine's going off too, so stop that, will you?
I'll say Alexa.
HDR, how about you?
Me, I do not name my motorcycles because I always said I named all my kids and I'll never trade them in. So if I'm going to trade something, I'm not giving it a name. I wouldn't feel right.
That's ridiculous. Our bikes have feelings. What the heck's wrong with you guys? I mean, names. Big Mama and Duke. I mean, come on, it's important. Colin, I think you should do a video on that.
On Alexa?
Yes.
Let's see if I can activate yours again. Alexa.
They do sell that for a car. You can put it on your dash. You do know that. You can probably put one on your bike.
I wanted to actually do something when I give it a command.
Okay, this is a long question I was writing off of there. We'll go with Jackie first. How do you tell a friend that calls you up that says, "Hey, I would love to go riding with you," but their riding etiquette absolutely stinks and you hate to ride with them? How do you let them down?
I tell them my husband won't let me ride with them.
There you go.
I don't know if I can use that. My husband won't let me. No, can't use that one.
I'm brutally honest, so I would just tell that person that they really need to work on some skills.
You know what's funny, and Jackie, we were going to ask this question, and I decided not to because I didn't want to take it the wrong way. But I think there's probably more males than females that ride, right? And maybe I'm an old-fashioned guy, but you always feel like you want to, we consider you our sisters, right? And you always feel like that we want to help support you, and I know all of you, and none of you need taken care of, by the way. But it's that kind of thing that you always, at least for me, you kind of feel like, and I think you did a long trip by yourself, right?
Yes.
Did you find that where other people were trying to be supportive of you, or?
Yeah. All the people that were there, all the guys were very kind. They watched out for me. They weren't being condescending or anything like that, but they were just if you need some help, we're here, and just watching out for me, especially since it was my first time meeting them and we were in a large group of a bunch of other men.
Yep.
So they just kind of kept me close and made sure that I was safe.
That's okay. Awesome.
That was some great videos, by the way. I enjoyed those ones.
Yeah, they were definitely good, weren't they?
They were really, really good videos. I think with mine, by telling somebody that they don't have a motorcycle, I mean, there are people I won't ride with. Like if I know somebody has a sport bike and they go down the interstate, clipping cars, and they're doing 140 miles an hour, I'm not riding with them. It's not my style, I guess. So.
Yeah, and Jack, that's probably why you and I have a very similar riding style, right?
Well, yeah, and Mrs. HDR says that a lot. When we're riding with Bodine and we're riding, she goes, it's funny because both you guys are on the exact same page. We both ride the same style. So, and I think that's why it works.
Yep. I think you are right.
I mean, got on these group rides, you have to, I mean, that's, when you have especially a lot of people, you've got to find a group that you fit in and gel with, because it's not going to be fun if, you and I rode together last year, Bob, and, you should have been in the slow group, but, I waited on you a little bit. But overall.
So Jackie, is there any way we can make you permanent? Because Broncoride out.
Uh-oh.
But honestly, with the having that perfect person or perfect riding partner, it's really important. Someone that your skill. I mean, on several of these group rides, I've had people that want to ride a lot faster than me, and that's cool. Let them go. Ride your own ride.
Yeah.
I feel more kind of comfortable in like that medium range, just enjoying the ride more.
Yeah. How about this one, HDR?
If you can afford to buy a famous or rare bike, would you ride it? Also, what would you buy and why?
And Bob, just so you know, it has nothing to do with me. You notice you wrote that.
I did.
That's a good question.
What do you think, HDR? That's a tough one for me, guys. I don't know about you.
I've got one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about famous or rare bikes. I think the most famous bike is the one I'm currently riding, and I think that goes for anybody. I watch a lot of people out there, and they're in love with their ride. So that's the famous bike.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking like, can you buy Fonzie's bike from Happy Days, and would you ride it? Yeah, if it ran. I just seen a guy working on it the other day, and it runs. He's riding it. So why wouldn't you ride it? So.
Okay, good. Jackie, how about you?
I don't care about famous people. They mean nothing to me.
Yeah. What about a bike? Any rare bikes that you like to ride?
I'll ride any bike. I'm not particular, except for a moped. I can ride that. I'm gonna keep stirring that pot. I bet Nick rides a moped, don't you?
With his cat in the basket.
Oh.
Exactly.
Nick, I'll still ride with you, Michigan buddy. Don't worry. How about you, Colin?
Oh, have you guys been to the Wheels Through Time Museum?
No.
Have any of you guys been through there by Maggie Valley, North Carolina? It's by Asheville. I went there in 2017, and they had this. Actually, I did a video on it. I really like this bike. It was a 1916 Traub, Traub, and there's a great story behind it. And God, I did this video like 2-3 years ago, and I remember explaining it. It's a one of a kind, and the curator of this Wheels Through Time Museum, I think, what's his name? Dale Waxler, I believe his name is, if my memory serves me.
Okay.
And the dude goes out and finds rare vintage and then gets them running. This bike was actually, and I'm not going to spend 10 minutes explaining the story again. I'll have you just link the video, Bob, after. But essentially, this bike was found in 1967 in Chicago, and it was kind of entombed or encased behind a brick wall. And this bike was, once they found it, they traced it back to this one guy named, I think his name was, he's a German dude, Gottlieb Traub, I think, or Traub. And he made, this bike was like 15-20 years ahead of its time. So like it had things that manufacturers never even thought about back in 1916, around that time. Some of the things they had on it, I think it went 80 miles an hour. It had an 80 cubic engine on it. It had like a different braking system. And Harley and Indy were the only ones that survived. I can't believe I'm remembering all this. Harley and Indy were the only one that survived after the Great Depression. And this bike, when they found it, it's only one of a kind. So it passed through a bunch of different owners before it got to the Dale guy in Wheels Through Time. So that is the one bike. And all his bikes in that museum, if you guys have never been there, they ride, they run. He makes sure they do run. And I've always wanted to get on that bike and take it for a spin, especially in the Smoky Mountains. So it's kind of a long-winded answer.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah, for me, I've never thought about a specific older bike that I'd like to ride. Just, I love going to bike shows and seeing bikes like that, but not once have I just said, hey, that'd be cool, right, to have one. So I don't know about you, Jack, if you've done that or not. I think the one you ride, right, is what you said?
Yeah, pretty much the one I ride. And I'm kind of with Jackie, too. I mean, I don't look up to anybody. Everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time. So famous people are just in the right place at the right time. We could have all been in Hollywood. We all do videos. So I'm sure we could have been there. And they just read lines. I mean, we just off the cuff all of our stuff. So
I jump into my jeans just so you know in the morning.
yeah, you are special.
Yeah, I am that. So what else you got?
All right, so we'll go with Jackie. So when you first started running a ride a motorcycle and your family found out and they responded was, why'd you buy that thing? You're just going to kill yourself on it. What's your response to people that talk like that?
I don't listen to people like that. I don't have time. You know, if people are going to be negative, I'll fight with them for a little bit. Eventually, I just walk away from them because I'm not going to let them bring me down. So, you know, they can just go on.
Yeah.
Bronco.
Almost cussed.
Just do it already. I don't care what people think. I've always had that mentality. I mean, the only reason I got my first bike is, you know, because my wife wanted a swimming pool, so it was a trade. So she got a swimming pool, and I got a Dyna Fat Bob. I got the better end of the deal. She thinks she did, but
And you still clean the pool, right?
yeah, of course I do. You know, but at least I sound cool. No, I mean I've always wanted to get into riding, and you know she supports it, but just kind of. But she ended up getting a pool, and I got my bike.
That is nice. That is nice. You read the question to me again, HDR?
When you were ready to buy your motorcycle and say you told your kids that, or your mother or your father or whoever, and they said, all you're going to do is buy that and kill yourself on it.
You know, it's funny. I was out with Mrs. Bodine yesterday, and we did a video that'll show up sometime next week or the following week that really talked about how I talked her into riding on the motorcycle. And we started off by that because she had some people in her family that were killed on a motorcycle. So we really talked about, you know, I don't want to say the method I got her to be okay with me riding, from her going, no, you shouldn't buy a bike, to, okay, you can buy a bike, to now she wants to, you know, ride 5,000 miles on a bike. Right. So, yeah, a little bit like Jackie, I don't, you know, at that age, I really don't care too much with people that have that feedback, negativity. I just run away from. Right. So.
See, and what I use a lot for people out there that aren't family members, right? When they come up and say, hey, that thing, those kill a lot of people. And I said, have you ever seen the way you drive a car? You're going to kill a lot of people. And besides that, I often tell them there's more car wrecks statistically than there are motorcycle wrecks. So and I just let it drop. So
hey, Jack, can I jump in? Because I got an important question for Motorcycle Mama that we need her to answer honestly. Okay. Here it is. No,
I don't know. Can someone else help me with this?
Yeah, britches.
Thank you, Jack.
You're very welcome. It's britches. These two guys, my two co-hosts, are very sick individuals, so I'll help you through this.
Thank you.
All right, HDR, what else you got?
Okay, here you go. We'll send this to Jacqueline again. Jackie, full gear or not? This seems to be a question we get asked often.
I do full gear.
Okay, that was easy.
Yeah.
I need to get better. I do mostly full gear. The only thing I need to is get riding pants and just wear blue jeans. Everything else I wear.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I know we talked about this last week. I'm a full gear guy. I don't, you know, it's jeans, jacket, helmet, gloves, boots type stuff. So I know HDR, you're not full gear all the time, right? Depends.
It depends. Most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm full gear, guys. I got the full face helmet on. Well, 3/4 now. Full knuckle gauged gloves, you know, with the things on the knuckles. My jacket, which is armor resistant plated. It's a mesh jacket there, right? I take the liner out, so it's cooler. But jeans. I don't have armored steel pants. I know Mike Killy 7 has a suit that I could throw him out of a 747 at 7,000 feet and he would bounce off the earth and be just fine.
Yeah.
So,
it's interesting is Blacktop Devil and I know Orvis, both of those guys are in the chat talking about how they've been down. Yes. I bet those are two guys that would answer that question about I'll never go out without full gear, right?
I actually viewed that last year with Pat.
Yeah.
But there are times too, though, Bodine. I mean, you were in Florida last year, and you said there was days you rode with a T-shirt. I mean, there's time. Go to some of these. The first rally we went to, I thought it was myself and Miss H.D.R. got our helmets on, our jackets on. We're riding out there. Guys took their windshields off their dressers. They have no helmets on. Their girls are in the back with shorts, tank tops, and flip flops. And you see that rallies all the time. I guess short distances you can't get hurt. I guess that's the mentality.
Yeah. You know what's interesting though, Jack, and I think that's probably the only time that I didn't wear a jacket was when I was down at Bike Week last year.
Yeah.
And the thing about it was the whole time I was riding, I was like, I should have my jacket on. I should have my jacket on. I should have my jacket on. Right. So, but no, I get that. You know, there's a lot of people in the comments that are saying that they've been down and they get it. Right. So, I'm not sure we just should talk about Blacktop Devil's butt cheeks that got road rash, but well, that'll probably be another video, buddy.
He has a whole video. He talks about wearing underwear and certain underwear and butt cheeks. You got to watch it. I commented that video and I subscribed to him that day. I said, because you're a real person. Somebody can get on their videos and talk about their butt cheeks. You're a real person.
There you go.
That's right. Go. All right, we got that question out of the way. Somebody asked if any of us, we'll go with Jacqueline, moto camps. So camping on your motorcycle.
If you consider sleeping in a motel camping,
no,
which I do.
Like a tent or a camper or a trailer.
Heck no.
Bob, now it's 3 against 1. No, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. I want a bed and I want continental breakfast. So no, I actually wouldn't mind trying it, but I'd try it, then probably go to a hotel in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I'd have to do it right next to a hotel in case it wasn't working out. It's funny, Mrs. Bodine and I talked about that, and when we got married, she was this country girl that would do anything, and now after being married to me 30 years, she's like, if it's a 5-star hotel, we can call that moto camping, then yes, but other than that, not happening. So
I think, and we bought one. Mrs. H.D.R. just went the other day and bought a tent, and we just ordered sleeping bags, backpacking sleeping bags. I mean, they are like amazingly small, right? We just don't, with the way the world is right now, I don't know when I'll ever trust a hotel again or a movie theater or a restaurant. So we don't want to go in them places. So we're going to camp and we're going to try it. And like you guys said, we might 3 days in, we might be right back at the Ritz or the Carlton. Because
so if we're going for a ride, is your campground going to be close to the hotel that Mrs. Bodine and I and Mr. and Mrs. Broncoride are staying at?
We probably won't go with you guys.
It's funny. A couple people. It's amazing how many people in the chat. It's anonymous called it
camping.
Glamping. That's pretty good, right? I like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do that. That's just never. Somebody said,
"I'm." Yeah, if you would see Bingo's, and he's in here. He goes by Bry the Biker, BRY the Biker, Bry the Biker,
Be the Rider PA, I think.
Okay, well, he just bought a tent camper. He's pulling with his motorcycle, and it's got an air conditioning unit on it. Wow. This thing is amazing. You pull it in, you just pop it up, and you're ready to live. So,
does he have a hitch for that?
Yes, he does.
He does. Okay.
And most of the campgrounds, by the way, have continental breakfasts and all that too. So,
wow. Well, hey, let me know how that goes. Okay.
We will let you know.
Yeah, you know what Dad and Matt said? I can't wait to moto camp with Matt. I think he did something in his backyard on one of his last videos, right? That was, by the way, if you don't follow his channel, and we try not to push people's channels when we're all talking, him and his little girl is going to be, we better all get her autograph now because she is going to be a star. And you want to talk about good parenting? Watch that guy and his daughter, right?
Yeah.
And his wife.
You know, I thought it was good too. You go back to the camping thing. Blacktop Devil and Mrs. Devil actually went to Sturgis, and they camp when they go to Sturgis.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, really cool to watch those videos. I mean, but at Sturgis, you're talking a normal hotel room is $75 a night. Well, during Sturgis, it's $800, which is ridiculous.
That's crazy. Yeah.
This year it's free because they're going to cancel it, so it could be free. So.
Yeah, you know what? I that's right. There'll be nobody
Please
there.
come into the hotel.
Yeah, right. You know, at Pete's 1800s talking about. I know a lot of Gold Wing folks have an RV tow behind, right?
Oh
So I
yeah,
see
a lot of them
people
tow
do that.
trailers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, here's your next question. We'll go back to Jackie. Do you service your own motorcycle?
Yes. Supervised, but yes.
That's all right. I still need supervised. Nothing wrong
I'm
with
not
that.
allowed in the garage alone, so it has to be supervised.
Hey, the first time I took wrenches out, Miss HR said, "Where are you going with those?"
Oh no.
Are you giving
said,
those to the neighbor?
We're still paying for that motorcycle. No, stop. Bronco.
I am not a mechanic, but I do the basic stuff. But if it's anything heavy duty, I'm gonna take it to the mechanic or dealer. But like changing oil and stuff isn't that hard.
Yeah. For me, it's because my Big Mama is kind of new. The first 1,000-mile service I got done at the dealership, and from there on, I'll be doing the minor stuff and then taking it over. You know, it's interesting, and Jack and I were talking about this when I was getting the 1,000-mile service done. I was talking to the service manager and their lead mechanic that was out, and we were just kind of talking in general. And it's funny because one of the things he said, which surprised me, was one, you should get a service manual, which I think everybody knows if you work on your own bike. But he made the comment was, you know, from a warranty perspective, and I know that's a hot topic. He goes, the one thing that we really look at is, did we do the 1,000-mile service? After that, you got a lot of luck, at least from a Harley perspective, as long as they did the 1,000 miles. And I found that interesting.
I did
How
have
about
to
you, Jack?
I did have to throw it out there because I've been reading through the comments, obviously, and somebody said Sturgis is not canceled. I am not saying that it is by any means. I'm not the guy that makes that decision. I mean, I've heard a lot of talk, but no, Sturgis is still on. Pack your bikes, get ready to go, get your camping gear, and start heading that way. It's a long ride. I did it. It's 4 days out, 4 days back. So,
are you taking your trailer HDR for that?
No, we won't. we won't go to Sturgis. Well, we didn't go to Sturgis during the rally. We went 2 weeks before because you get to enjoy all the rally stuff without getting into the crowds.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So somebody asked, do you carry extra batteries with your camera gear on your bike? And if you do on a trip, how do you charge those?
Wow. How about you, Jackie? How'd you do it when you were going to the world record?
Well, I took extra batteries, but Mr. was originally going with me, and he had the charger in his bag.
Oh no,
he didn't go. So yeah.
Yikes!
Didn't work.
No.
Broncoride?
I use these. I actually got this idea from you, Jack.
Oh, nice.
The Jack batteries.
The Jack batteries. So they
almost have one too.
Helmet. I always keep I put some Velcro on the forks, and then I just stick this right to it, and then run the cord right to the camera, and then the other one, like I have this one, and then I'll just put it in my jacket. So I normally just continuously charge them. I mean, I'll have a couple extra batteries just in case, but normally by doing those long trips, you never have to worry about it.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I think we all learned this from Jack, right? Which is, I have this on the side of my helmet.
We all have our batteries.
Yeah. I have two of these, but I also, you know, that really charges the Senna. But I use I have extra GoPro batteries on my desk. It seems like all the time. So I'll normally have to stop. You know, I was out with Mrs. Bodine for a couple hours yesterday, and I had to stop and change batteries. So
those batteries, they don't last for what, half hour at tops, 40 minutes.
Yeah, these things I get all day out of these. You can go all day. I mean, anybody that runs the Senna 10Cs, the 10C Pros, and 10C Evos, and you're getting 20 minutes of video, and it goes beep beep. Video has ended. But these are great on your helmet. They do work. I can tell you, if you do travel, we bought a special plug that's real small. It looks like a, what do you call it? Like a breakout bar. You probably have one under your desk right now, like a power strip.
Yep.
But this is a power ball, and it has USB plugs in it. It also has AC plugs, because when you go to a hotel room, you get like 2 plugs. And when you go in there and dump your camera gear and your Sennas and your laptop on the bed, you find out you need about 8.
Yeah, and I think you can. I mean, I have one in my touring
Yes.
pack, right, that you can charge. But I can tell you from a center perspective, I have two of these. I don't need one. But the GoPro batteries, I could see on an 8-hour ride that I would need to charge those up somehow. So.
All right. Here comes one. Here comes one from our drone flyers. So, Jackie, do you have a drone and do you fly it?
Mr. has one. He flies it. I don't use it.
Okay. Do you incorporate that video in your vlogs at all?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
Along with the 360s. I don't want to mess with those.
You don't like it? You don't like
No,
the
I
style?
don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't like it. I like other people's videos with drones and 360s, but I don't want to put the work in.
Good way to save the subs. She is a pro. She's like,
Sorry.
you know, I like all voters, not really those kind of voters, but those voters are nice too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be in politics one day.
Exactly.
All right, Bronco, I know you have a drone.
This right here.
Okay.
And what's cool is because it's the size, it fits in this bag, which is perfect for your saddlebag. Just slips right in. And this is the, and then it basically pulls apart. Just like so. If I get the, oh, this is what happens when you're live. I did it backwards. But anyway, it looks like this when it's all done. And I've had this for about a year. I use it in videos sometimes, not all the time. But I really enjoy it because I enjoy photography. I actually took it out yesterday and filmed, got some upcoming videos. I filmed my local river, and some people are really good at it. It's cool watching a couple channels have been really going to town on the drones, and they've done a great job. They're fun.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy them, and they add like an extra layer to your channel.
I've been wanting to get one for a year, just haven't pulled the trigger. I know Bronco, one year, I was watching your video Friday night, and you have a great opening to where the drone's kind of like over you, and you're sticking that up on your bike. That's pretty awesome. I know when we were riding in West Virginia, we kept looking for a place to stop, right, to get your drone out. But yeah, I want to do that. I hope it's not something that I get and then hardly ever use. But for me, I think I'll use a lot. So how about you, Jack?
And I think we talked about this. We touched on it when we had Bob on videos with us. I'm waiting because I want one where I can wear something on my lapel and it will just hover over the bike as I'm riding down the road. I think that would be amazing footage.
Active track.
Yeah. So once they come out with that, or
they do, they have that.
Is it affordable? Is it under 500?
No.
See, not yet.
No.
I don't know if they have any under 500 with that. I know this one does, and a couple of the people have them. I rarely use that, but it does. It's a cool feature.
That would be cool, though. Yeah, I mean, or if I can get Mrs. HDR to get good enough with it in the back, and she can operate the controls and fly it over us as we're going.
There you go.
But that might be.
Which one do you have, Broncoride? Somebody
DJI Mavic Pro.
Is that the same one Stoney bought?
He has the smaller one. God,
Okay.
I wish I knew the name of it off the top of my head. It's a newer one. This one, I think it's called the Mavic Mini, is what he has. And it opens up. This is good size. Now they have a new one. I think it's the updated one they came out with last year with like a better camera and stuff. This one's fine.
Pretty
I'm
cool.
happy with this. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, last question to wrap it up will be to Jacqueline. Favorite upgrade for your Scoot and why?
I think I'd like to get a sissy bar. I mean, I do have an upgrade that we've already purchased, but we just haven't put it on. I got a new fairing. So that was something I wanted. But my next thing would probably be a sissy bar so I can pack a bag easier instead of just, to secure it on. So a custom sissy bar.
The question is like, what is my favorite upgrade?
What's the favorite upgrade you've done? So Jacqueline would be her sissy bar.
My fairing.
Yeah, your fairing.
Yeah, I haven't done the sissy bar yet.
If you call it an upgrade, my seat. I have a Harley hammock seat, and that thing's so damn comfortable. It's really It really is. And I need it for my back. But that's probably, I mean, I put a couple other upgrades. I put a lot of LED lights on it, Reinhardt pipes. I did a stage 3 kit. And honestly, I could say my seat, I feel is probably like my best upgrade because it feels so damn good.
Nice.
Yeah, you know what? For me, I put mini apes on my Ultra Limited, and it is just so much more comfortable riding long rides. Not only from a shoulder perspective, but I don't care what anybody says. You can turn the motorcycle much better when you got some mini apes than you can with the stock ones. So I would say out of everything I've done to my bikes, that's my favorite.
I think that Mrs. HDR bought me for Christmas. I mean, I put it on; it makes the bike feel more.
Yeah.
So,
well, make sure to hit Motorcycle Momma's channel. She is fantastic. You got to also follow her on Instagram, and I got to say this, Jackie. Jackie does these, or was doing these little shows out, and Motorcycle Momma, we appreciate you coming on. So, the question though that I talked about earlier. So, Colin, what is, and by the way, the winner gets a $25 gift card. So this is a big deal. So hopefully everybody's focused on this. What is Jackie's favorite destination?
Ooh.
Strip club.
What'd you say it was? A $2,500 gift card, and I missed out.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Jacqueline, for joining us tonight. We do appreciate you. I love your videos. Watch them all the time. But you got my wife saying, why can't you just refer to me as Mrs. or than having you on them videos all the time? Because how you refer to your husband as Mr. and he's not on really
on tonight. And, you know, for those of you who don't know, we've talked a couple times, the four of us during the week, and getting to know her a little bit more besides just rotate channels. And is it next week is mine, correct?
You are up next week.
I'm up next week, and then it goes. We have a surprise guest next week. You'll have to wait and find out. Check for the post coming out later. And again, thanks, guys. It's been fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks,
Jackie. You're
honest about coming on, but I really appreciate how you guys have welcomed me, and so want to say bye, bitches.
And everybody be safe. Have a good week, and we will see you next Sunday.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.